All right, lovely family, let's have some fun with something called a rebus. Are you ready? A rebus. It's a puzzle that uses pictures to represent words. So instead of reading words like you are on the screen right now, I would put up pictures that make you think or say the word I want you to. Now we're going to practice, and I have a rebus for every child in the house. And to get started practicing our first rebus, we'll focus on one that will lead Penelope to a little bit of treasure. Let's go. All right, here's our first rebus. As an example, the picture on the left represents the first word. What are those things in that image? Did you say game or games? And you're absolutely right. Those pictures represented the word game. Now on the right side of the screen, you see two other images, and there's a plus sign between them. So each image represents part of one word. Let's see if we can figure this word out. That first picture, what do you think that is? I can't hear you. Yes. A cab. Did you say taxi? Well, maybe. But the word we're looking for, or the sound we're looking for, is cab. Cab plus, what's this other image? That's an easy one. Cab plus net. Cabinet. You might call this clue game cabinet. Aha! Alright. Now listen, before you run over that game cabinet, remember two things. You need one more clue, and I want you to let Penelope get the treasure. You can help her get to it, but let her pick it up. Let's go on to the next clue you need. The image on the left is an image of what? It's okay if Mama helps. It's used in a fireplace, and it's called, yes, a poker. And what is the image on the right? You got it, chips. So the clues you have now are game cabinet, poker chips. Why don't you go ahead and pause this little video and help Penelope find her treasure. Okay, I hope you found the treasure. I hope the three boys are excited to move on to the next clues. All right. Sorry about that. Technical glitch. Image on the right, image on the left, plus another image to discover the first word. What kind of fish is that? We've seen them before. I bet that boy out there knows the kind of fish we're talking about. A gar. Very good. Gar. Now, I'm going to let you figure out the second one all by yourself. Gar plus what? Well, we have an image that we're all familiar with. Daniel and the lions. So, where did they put Daniel and the lions? Gar plus the place where Daniel and the lions were. Gar plus, do you have the word? That's your first clue. Second word's an easy one. It's a bottle of Sprite. Gar plus, Sprite. This clue is for Gideon. So, if you want to pause this, and if you figured out this clue, then why don't you all let Gideon go out and see if he can't find where the gar, sprite might be. Go ahead and pause it, and I'll see you back here. All right, very good. Let's get on to one from Malcolm. Okay, Malcolm, the first word. 2 images make up this word. And it's a little tricky, so you may want to go holler for mama. What's that first image? Everyone knows that one in this room. A bee. Now, the second image is a deer. But it's a special kind of deer. It's a female deer. What do you call a female deer? But that's not the word I'm looking for. You might want to ask mama. If a male deer is called a hart, the female deer is called a... Mama, help them out here. Bee plus another word for female deer. And that'll be your first word. Have you got it yet? Bee plus is your first word. While you're working on that, I'll go head over to the second word. That's pretty easy. What is that? You got it. It's a beehive. So if you can figure out the first word, then you have beehive. If you get this clue figured out, Malcolm, you better head out there and check it out. Why don't you all pause this while Malcolm sees if he can discover where the treasure is. Welcome back. I've got one more rebus. Gabriel, this is a tough one. Fasten your seatbelt. First word. Which way is that arrow pointing? Plus that image. Which way is that arrow pointing? And what's in that other image? It's tricky. I think you can get it. Second word. Here we go. What's that a picture of? Yeah, that's the second word. Pretty simple. Third word is super tricky. That first image, it's pretty obvious. That's an X plus a what? No, it's not a bull. Not a bull. It may have been a bull, but it's not a bull now. X plus plus the sound of 2 E's plus the image on the right. Here's a hint. That's not a paddle. Not a paddle. X plus plus E plus It's a 4-syllable word. May take you a little while to figure this one out. While you're working on it, I'll show you the whole clue. Yep, arrow pointing, image of a Second word, pretty simple. Third word, X plus not a bull plus the sound of 2 E's plus something that looks like but is not a paddle. Maybe you can think of another word for a paddle. Well, listen, this has been fun. I'm going to let you work on this. I've got to get back to some meetings. When you figure this out, Gabe, go see if you can find that treasure. Lovely family, and Mama especially, thank you for letting us have this little time of fun. I enjoy playing games with you, even if I'm not there to do it. See you all soon. I love you very much. Bye-bye.